Most people only use like 5% of GoHighLevel. So I went through the entire platform and counted every single feature. There are 99. And in this video, I'm gonna break down each one of them. So when I say covering all features in GoHighLevel, I'm going to be covering and explaining all features in HighLevel. So that's gonna be broken down really into 3 parts. Number 1, we have agency view. Number 2, we have Subaccount view, but then number 3 is going to be the settings of each, because although there's a lot of overlap, there's a couple different features in settings that you can't find elsewhere. And I want to let you know, this is strictly going to be me going through this very quickly to show you what is possible in HighLevel and the power of GoHighLevel, not a tutorial. The step-by-step tutorial will be linked at the end of this video, which is going to show you how everything works, what everything is, so you can easily go through and master everything. But this right here is to show you what is possible in HighLevel and to go through every single feature. All right, starting with feature number 1, we have Ask AI. This is incredible. This is essentially a feature where you can ask AI to do stuff for you and it will create it. It will create contacts, it will create social media posts. You just type in what you want and it goes and does it. And this is both on agency view and on Subaccount view. We then have the Launchpad, which is a really neat feature which essentially helps you get started very quickly. And this is both on agency view and on Subaccount view. That is the same thing on both. So I wanted to cover those first because they are both on each. But now we move into territory where it is definitely agency view, then Subaccount view. So first up, the agency dashboard. This feature shows you where all of your money is being made, your data across your entire agency. So this is essentially a summary of all of your data inside of HighLevel, how much money you're making via SaaS, reselling, and everything, so you can see exactly the money coming in and the money going out. We then have the SaaS configurator feature. This is an amazing feature that lets you build plans where when someone signs up with them, it automatically creates a Subaccount in HighLevel, categorizes them, and gets reselling started. It is essentially a plan that has an entire sequence built out. And these are incredible for building your agency. And this is only available on the $497 plan of HighLevel. We then move on to the prospecting feature. This feature is essentially for you to go out and find local businesses to sell them GoHighLevel services. It has all kinds of stuff from basically finding them, building reports, analytics, and the whole 9 yards. We then have the Subaccounts feature. This is essentially where you will build and manage all of your Subaccounts. If you don't know what a Subaccount is, it is this right here. It is essentially the business side of GoHighLevel, where agency view is the admin side. We then have the account snapshots feature. This is amazing. This essentially allows you to take entire Subaccounts just like this, download them, duplicate them, and use them as many times as possible. And that is all right in here. And this is probably one of the coolest features in HighLevel, and it will save you the most time. Now we move on to the reselling feature. This is a way for you to make extra money off of multiple different subscriptions. You essentially charge a price. HighLevel charges you a price for that feature, and you make a profit. So if we did $100, we would charge our client $100. HighLevel charges $49, and we would profit $51. And you can do that for all of these. And these are all different features. So let me quickly list these features. We have Workflow Pro. This is to help your workflows. We have Resell the Branded Client Portal app. We have Resell AI Employee. We have Search Atlas, which is for SEO. We have Resell the Prospecting Tool. We have Listings, which is also SEO. We then have WhatsApp, which is the WhatsApp integration. WordPress, if you want to resell that. Dedicated IP, which is for email marketing. And then Ads Manager, which helps you run ads. We then have the add-ons feature. The first is premium support. You can pay extra to get even further level of support inside of HighLevel. You can also pay for the white label mobile app. You can also get certified in GoHighLevel, which we're going to talk about in just one sec. And then the GHL setup services where someone can come in and set up your account entirely done for you for a flat fee. We then have the affiliate portal feature. This is essentially a place where you will see how you are doing in the HighLevel affiliate program. That is essentially reselling the software and getting 40% off. If you have any questions, by the way, during this video on any of this, drop a comment down below and I will answer personally. We then have the template library feature, which is really, really cool. This is essentially pre-built websites, templates, automations, all kinds of stuff that you can use again and again and again. Then we have the partners feature. This is how you find admins. This is really great if you want to get like someone to come work for you in HighLevel and you don't want to go for Fiverr, you want to hire a professional. You can just come right in here, find someone, and get it all done. We then have the university feature. This is essentially where you can come in and you can learn about GoHighLevel. Yes, you can take online courses, videos, and learn all about how HighLevel works and truly master the platform. And that actually takes us right into another feature, which is very similar, which is SaaS education. This is going to teach you more about the SaaS configurator, how to use it, so you can watch videos and learn how rebilling works and how all this goes so you can scale your agency. Then we have kind of a random feature, which is the GHL swag store, which is essentially a place you can buy high-level merchandise if you want it, which is a feature that's not really a feature, but it's a feature. We then have the ideas board, which is a great feature for getting your way in high level. Let me explain. So essentially, this is a place where everyone that wants a change inside of GoHighLevel can post. So if they come in here to add reporting attribution, you can actually type in, I want this changed, say it, and then you create a post. So you can come right in here and basically voice your complaints. And then what happens is people can vote on your post, and whoever gets the most amount of votes, HighLevel's team will go in and change something in HighLevel. This is a great way to get things changed and make the software better. And I use this all the time. One of the reasons why HighLevel is better. Then we have the mobile app. This feature is absolutely amazing. This basically enables you to send the mobile app, which is free, to your clients so they can access HighLevel on their phones. You also have an option to buy a custom mobile app, which basically has your brand on it, for $4.97 per month. But most likely you won't be using that, and you will just be using these two down here. And desktop app is similar. It is just another feature which basically enables you to have it on your desktop. We then have the app marketplace. This is a place where you can search anyone else's app and even build your own app, plug it in, and collect money from it, as you see right here. You can find AI agents, you can find automations. This is basically the open marketplace where you can buy and sell all things HighLevel. And this can be, if you do it properly, a great way to make passive income. Now we move on to the settings side of Agency View. Now there's a lot of overlap in here, but there is a couple features that you're gonna wanna see. The first one is possibly the most classic part about HighLevel, and that is the ability to white label the software. Yes, we can actually change the software and have this logo get replaced to whatever we want it to be, and change the domain and the name so this software can now match your agency. So if we want to change it, we just click this, plug this logo in, and then boom, there we are. The logo is now placed, and we can change even further to make the software become yours. We then have the team feature, which is essentially a place where you can add all kinds of users into GoHighLevel to work for you, whether this be a business partner or employee. This is an amazing feature for basically having your entire HighLevel account managed by other people and individuals. Another great feature in the billing side is the wallet and transactions feature. This feature goes through and categorizes every single payment and money flow that goes all throughout HighLevel, so you can see who's being rebilled, who's charging you what, and every single dollar going in and out of your account. We then have the phone integration feature. This is where all of your phone numbers and everything will be managed for both texting and calling, and it will be all right in here. And then from text, we go right into email, which is where you will manage your entire email system so you can send and receive emails in GoHighLevel. Then all of these we've already covered in reselling. We now move on to the next feature, which is domain purchase. This is amazing. You can buy and manage domains inside of GoHighLevel. So yes, you can actually get rid of GoDaddy, bring your domains in, and use HighLevel for all domains. We then have the private integrations feature, where if you want to create your own app or your own thing and integrate into HighLevel, you can follow these steps and integrate your own app. Then we have the custom menu links, which is really amazing. We can actually add links in here and change them out, both on Agency View and on Subaccount View, and we can add stuff in. Then we have the payment feature, which is Stripe. This is how we integrate Stripe or whatever payment processor we're using. This is great because, well, you got to collect payments. Then we have API keys, which is going to be going over all things API related to connect other softwares in and to make sure you have that all dialed. We then have compliance. This is if you want to buy compliance. This is a great feature for if you're doing stuff in the hospital industry. It can be very important. Then we have labs, which is a place where you can go into HighLevel. Okay, and I love this feature, by the way. And you can test out features before they've been released to the public, both in the Agency View and the Subaccount. So this is new AI agents, new tools, and all kinds of stuff. Then all you do is click activate feature, and then you get all of it. So again, guys, I mentioned this earlier, but there will be a full tutorial at the end of this video that's going to show you how to do everything, what every button means, everything. I mean, it is the most in-depth tutorial available on HighLevel online. So make sure you watch that because that is going to blow you away as well, and it goes through everything. We then move into the audit logs feature, which is absolutely incredible. This will show you every single action that has been performed, both on Agency View and in Subaccount View. This is great to see who's messing up, who's doing their job properly, and every single movement inside your HighLevel account, so you always know what's going on and you can keep people honest. So that is the entire Agency View explained. Now we need to move into the Subaccount view, which is where the vast majority of the features lie in HighLevel that are for building out stuff for your clients. So I want to let you know, if you don't have HighLevel and you are interested, there is a link right down below for 30-day free trial and a bunch of bonuses, help from me and a bunch of other people. I recommend you just click that link and check it out because it is awesome. I also give away a ton of free stuff. So check it out, and I think you'll really like it. So we already covered Ask AI and Launchpad. We'll move right into Dashboard. The Dashboard is a place where you're going to see all of the data inside of a subaccount in one place. So that is essentially payments, bookings, everything you need to see will be in one place, and you can even edit it and change it around for your liking. The next feature is the Conversations tab. This is where you're going to see every single conversation in your subaccount take place. So any email, any SMS, any live chat, WhatsApp, Facebook, calls, voicemails, or Instagram DMs will all come into one place so you can see it and manage it. Then we have manual actions. And this feature is great for manually doing stuff with calls and SMS. We then have snippets, which goes right in hand, which is pre-built out text messages that you send in snippets. These are great for if you want to send them quickly and reuse them, or for your AI chatbots. We then have the trigger links feature, which is absolutely awesome. This feature allows you to create links that when someone clicks that link, it triggers a sequence. It sends them an email, it sends an automation. It's essentially what it sounds like, a trigger link. You click it, it triggers a whole sequence. And this is a great, great feature. Very, very powerful. We then move on to calendars. There are two different features inside of calendars. First, you have the entire calendar where you can see all of your bookings. So this is really, really handy for seeing what appointments you have. And then you actually have the ability to create calendars inside of GoHighLevel. Calendars that look like this, where you can book appointments and get sales. We then have the contacts feature. This is the CRM of HighLevel. It's where all of your contacts will be placed in one spot. And this is very, very cool. So this feature is amazing. It also comes with another feature, which is the bulk actions feature, which is you doing things in bulk, sending a message in bulk, deleting contacts in bulk, whatever you want. It is a bulk action. And then there are task actions, which is a great feature for organizing your workflows and who's doing what. So you can say Jim needs to build a website at 2 o'clock. Jerry needs to call somebody. It is tasks for certain users in HighLevel so everyone knows their job. We then have the companies feature, which is great for seeing what companies have multiple contacts under them. Because if you're serving a bunch of businesses, you're going to need to see the companies with the contacts underneath. Very nifty. We then move on to the opportunities feature. This is where all of your sales live. This is incredibly important and incredibly powerful, and it is broken down into two key features. Number one, we have pipelines. A pipeline is this right here. It is essentially the stages in your sales process, from new lead to sold. And then opportunities, which is the other feature, which are the leads themselves that you can see. Are they a new lead? Did they get contacted? Are they a hot lead? And between that, you can manage your sales process flawlessly. And this is just an absolute killer feature for sales companies. Then we move on to the payments feature, which has all kinds of different features. So first off, we have documents and contracts. So if you want to write a document or a contract, you absolutely can inside of HighLevel, and it's extremely powerful. And yes, you can cancel DocuSign once you use this software. We then have orders. This is going to be for e-commerce. All of your different orders that take place. Great feature. We then have the subscriptions feature, which is going to be every recurring subscription you have that you are selling other businesses on. We then have the payments links feature. This is if you have a subscription, you can send a one-time link to your customers where they can pay very easily. This is very handy for quick payments. Transactions goes hand in hand. The transaction feature is awesome because it's going to show you every single transaction inside of this sub-account listed right there. We then have products. These are all connected to one feature, but essentially a product is a physical thing or a service. So if you're selling shampoo, that's a product. Also, if you're selling, let's say, SEO, that is also a product. A little weird, but that is a really cool feature and great for e-commerce. We then have coupons. These are essentially discount codes that you can give people to get percentages off in HighLevel. Very important. We then have gift cards. This is a place where you can create gift cards for people in HighLevel. So if you want to give them an SEO discount, a discount off your e-commerce store, it is very, very handy. And then settings and integrations are just connected to the rest. They're not really features. So now we move on into the AI features, which are extremely, extremely powerful. First up is the AI Studio. So this feature is absolutely insane. We tell it to build something and it can build it. It can build you websites, apps, really anything you want. You tell AI to build it and it will build it. Extremely powerful feature inside of High Level. This is the future. We then have the AI agents features. These are absolutely insane. So first up is the Agent Studio. These are where you build agents to do tasks for you. If you want an agent to create content, create blog posts, go through and build stuff for you, this is where you create the task-based agents. We then have Voice AI. Now, these are robots that talk to you on the phone and do sales and customer support 24. And these are incredible for businesses. And that actually leads us right into the next feature, which is Conversation AI. These are AI chatbots that can answer your emails, your text messages, your Facebook, Instagram DMs. They can answer any text-based message. We then have the knowledge base feature inside of High Level. Think of this as the brain of the AI. This is where you set up the brain to train all the other AIs. They then have the agent templates feature, which is where you can pick from pre-made templates, load them in instantly, which is really great if you're just trying to move quickly. We then have the content AI feature. This is where you can actually have AI write you text, images, whatever you want. That'll all be in content AI. And then agent logs is just an analytics side of the AI agents. Very nifty. We now move on to the marketing tab inside of High Level that has a ton of features. So the first feature is the social planner. As you see here, it is a place where you can manage all of your social media profiles in one place. This is great if you're trying to grow and build an online presence. I mean, you can manage Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, everything from one place. This is just absolutely essential if you're trying to grow yours or a client's social media. We then have emails. This feature is one of my favorites about High Level is the ability to do email marketing and automate it inside of High Level. This is an absolute must if you're trying to grow your business or your clients, and you can absolutely have the best, S-tier email campaigns inside of here. Snippets we already went through. Earlier, we'll move to countdown timers. This is essentially a place where you can create a timer for FOMO and scarcity in your funnels or your email marketing. Very handy. We already covered triggered links, so I'm not going to go over that feature. We now have the affiliate manager dashboard. This feature is amazing because this allows you to build out affiliate campaigns on features in High Level. So if you want to resell, let's say a funnel, a website, an automation, an AI agent, you can create an affiliate campaign where other people can sell for you and you still get a piece of the money. That way you can just sit back while others sell for you. We then have the brand boards feature. This is essentially how to build a brand board. Whenever you're doing anything else in High Level, you can apply it and it will keep the exact color you want, the font, the logo. That way you can keep your brands consistent across all of High Level. Now, Ad Manager, we already talked about. There's not going to count that feature. That was in Agency View, but that's where it would pop up if you had it. We now move on to automations. Now, this is a place where you can automate repetitive tasks inside of High Level. It is absolutely insane. So automations is a place where you can automate repetitive tasks. So if someone signs a document and sends an email or whatever you want, you don't have to do the work. And as you see here, you can build all kinds of really cool automations, and they have all kinds of stuff, but they have two different features in this one feature. Number one, they have the basic builder, which you saw right here, which builds automations. But then they have another feature, which is the AI builder, where you can just type in, I want this, whatever, blank, 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 and it will actually build out an entire automation for you in seconds, which is amazing because that can take you from a complete beginner to a pro like that. So if you're liking all these features I'm showing you, but you want to learn more about them, I have a 30-day free trial link of High Level down below. And when you sign up with that, not only do you get 30 days of High Level for free, you also get access to all of my bonuses, which is $15,000 worth for free. Let me show you. So that's access to my entire private community full of winners. That's access to all of my video training modules and systems, sales scripts, and all my AI tools. Then most importantly, access to 7 live Zoom coaching calls per week that you get for free. I'm talking calls with me. I'm talking calls on how to get clients with other coaches. Okay, how to get clients advanced. I'm talking about how to learn High Level, how to master High Level, and most importantly, how to set up High Level systems. And all of these calls with all of these coaches, including me, are free when you sign up with that 30-day free trial. As a matter of fact, this entire thing is free when you're using High Level under me. So again, and if you don't believe me, click the link down below and just look at the bonuses we give. No one gives the bonuses I give. It is absolutely top tier and incredible. So if this interests you, go down below, click the link, or if you have any questions, drop a comment and I'll answer personally. Back to the video. We then move on to the Sites tab. Now this has a ton of features in here. So first feature is the funnel builder. You can actually build and create entire sales funnels with multiple steps inside of GoHighLevel with this. It's absolutely incredible. We then have the website builder feature, which is amazing. It is essentially a place where you can build world-class websites, integrate all kinds of AI with them. We then have an e-commerce function. So this is actually a really cool feature in HighLevel. You can actually have an e-com store in HighLevel, which is absolutely insane. That can kind of push away Shopify and whatnot. We then have the webinars feature. Whether you want to run pre-recorded or live webinars, you have that right in here, which is just amazing. We then have a whole analytics tab, which is a really great feature for sites, which shows you where visitors are coming from, who's buying, and all kinds of other stuff, so you know if what you're doing is working. We then move on to the blogs feature inside of HighLevel, which is essentially a place where you can have a blog, which is great because that can help with SEO and AI can help you write it, which is just amazing. We then move on to the WordPress feature, which is essentially a place where you can have WordPress sites integrated into GoHighLevel if you want to move your clients in, which is very handy for a mix of different things. We then have the client portal feature, which is very, very powerful. We did talk about this a little bit earlier, but this is essentially a place where you have a portal for your clients to log in. Very nifty. Again, this video, guys, is just going over what is here and what is possible inside of HighLevel. The full, just unfiltered tutorial will be linked at the end. That's going to show you how to do all of this. So make sure you watch it. Also, make sure you drop your questions in the comments down below so I can answer. We then have the form builder, which is essentially a place where you can build custom forms to collect people's information. Very handy for marketing. We then have the survey builder. This is how you can build custom surveys to either run for real estate or any niche to have surveys, which is great. We then have the quiz feature, which is awesome. You can actually have quizzes on GoHighLevel, whether that be for finding out how smart someone is in your memberships or to sell something by running a qualification quiz first. We then have chat widgets. These are incredibly powerful. Essentially is what these are. This is what a chat widget is. It's this thing right in the bottom right-hand corner that can do sales and customer support 24/7 on anyone's website. That is what a chat widget is. And HighLevel, you can build them so quickly. Then last but not least, we have QR codes. This is an amazing feature in HighLevel. It's exactly what it sounds like. It is a QR code where you can scan it and it will take you to place. And who would have thought HighLevel has a QR code scanner? But they have it and it is absolutely amazing. We now move on to the memberships tab. Now this has a couple different features that are very neat. So first off, the client portal we already covered, but we actually have a place where we can build out entire courses inside of GoHighLevel. Yes, entire courses where people can watch and take. We then have a place where we can build communities. So kind of like school or Facebook groups, you can build your own community and have people in it, which is going to be huge in the AI age. So make sure you get part of that. We then have the credentials feature, which is essentially giving people certificates and badges depending on how they do and if they do well, which is very handy, again, for keeping people motivated. Then last but not least, we have the Go Collab Marketplace. This is a place where your community can go live and mingle with other communities. And this is incredibly powerful for getting exposure, and it's free to do. So make sure you utilize it. You then have the media storage feature, which is essentially like Google Drive. All of your media will come in here and this will all be hosted here. This is a great feature in HighLevel, extremely underrated because people don't realize that you can actually host your stuff for free right in here as opposed to paying other people. We then have the reputation management tab. Now this has a couple features in it, but it's almost completely one feature. So first off, this is a place where you can collect reviews for local businesses to rank them higher on Google. Now, that is mostly what this is. It is just getting reviews, but you also have widgets that you can attach to the website. This is another great feature HighLevel has. So you can attach this widget to the website, use it, which is amazing. You also have the listings feature, which is essentially building out all these little listings and citations across Google that point back to your website that help it rank higher on Google, which in turn helps you rank on ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, Grok, etc. And under settings, these are all the other links that have to do with the one feature, which is getting reviews. So essentially, if you're trying to rank on Google, the reputation tab is going to be your best friend. Then we move on to the reporting tab. All this is a place where you can take your custom dashboard and put it into reports. That is all it is. It is very, very powerful. And under here, these are all different kinds of reports, and these are all one feature truly. I mean, yes, a Facebook ads report is different, but at the end of the day, it's all just an analytics report. And you can see every report you could possibly need is right here. And this is great for keeping yourself or your clients motivated on where they're performing and all their KPIs. We're going to skip App Marketplace because we already went over that, and we're going to go over the final features inside of settings. So the business profile is a really neat feature where essentially you put in all of the information on a business and it pops up all over the Subaccount. This will actually save you a ton of time, and a lot of people skip this step, but this way you don't have to keep putting it in again and again and again. So my profile, we already went over that. My staff, opportunity pipelines, calendars, email services, phone system. We already went over all of that. That is essentially stuff we did earlier, so we already went over those features. But now we're gonna go over WhatsApp. So essentially, if you resell WhatsApp, as I showed you before, you can integrate WhatsApp into GoHighLevel. Now, this is a paid service, but if you're heavy on WhatsApp, this is absolutely a must, okay? Then we have possibly one of the most advanced features in GoHighLevel, custom objects. Essentially what these are is these are objects. So like a house, a cat, a door, and you can attach these to different people. It's almost like inventory on steroids. Now this is really great if you're trying to get hyper organized. This is what makes GoHighLevel so powerful. There's features like this, and this is going to feed the AI tremendously. Then we have the custom fields feature. This is absolutely amazing. Essentially, you can create any kind of field in GoHighLevel. So you could create favorite Pokemon card, favorite soccer team, and it would then pop up and you can put that in forms on websites. So you have a custom form field. Then you have custom values, which is a very underutilized feature that very few people understand. This is amazing. Essentially, you create a value, you put a link in it, and you put that link all across your website. If you change it in one spot, it will then change across the entire website or the entire of your entire GoHighLevel sub account. This is a huge time saver. We then have the managed scoring feature, which is very handy. This is to basically create a list of points. This is essentially to create a point system inside of GoHighLevel. So if a lead comes in and they click an email, it gets 1 point. If they opt in, it's 2. So you can see how warm they are broken down. We then have domains and URL redirects. We already talked about domains, so we're not going to go over that. But we have the URL redirects feature. Okay, very handy. We can actually have, when someone types in www.yourbomb.com or whatever your URL is, it can actually send them to a different URL. So it could send them to Amazon or to Facebook, wherever you want it, and that's where we'll set us up. Very handy. External tracking. This is essentially code you can put on your website to track different things. Very, very handy, very important. We already went over integrations and private integrations, and we already went over labs, audit logs, and brand boards. That just leaves us with the last feature, which is tags. These are highly important for tagging different people in HighLevel. So this has to do with your contacts. Essentially, if someone opts in, you want to put an opt-in tag or you want to put in a lead tag. This will just categorize people by tags so you know what's going on. Very, very important. So that is essentially all of the different features inside of GoHighLevel, both agency view and on Subaccount view. But there is one last feature that is probably the most powerful, and that is the support feature. At any time when you click this, and they put a lot of money into this, at any time you click this question mark, you can have access to live representatives on Zoom via the phone call or text to help you with HighLevel. So if you are struggling and you want someone to come on and help you, they have all of this right in here. And this is possibly one of the most powerful features because it is support and everyone wants support. Thank you guys so much for watching. Now, like I said before, I'm going to be linking that video, the really in-depth HighLevel tutorial at the end of this one. So if you like the features, but you'll want to learn how to do every single one step by step in depth, I highly recommend you watch it. It's a long video, it's ultra in-depth, but it's also the most educational piece of content you will find anywhere on YouTube, and it's free. So make sure you watch that so you can master HighLevel. So thanks again for watching. Drop a comment down below if you want me to answer. If you want HighLevel, click the link down below, and make sure you watch the video that pops up at the end of this one.